What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. I got my Mcfarlane Damian Wayne figure in today, and so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to make a video looking at all things Robin figures. I've kind of put together all the Robins that I have, and any identities that the Robin characters took on after they wore that mantle. Kind of put those all in one spot today so we can talk about them and compare them. I do have a lot of figures, but I'm hoping the video like this will be helpful if you collect a lot of different lines and you just want to put together one bat family, get one figure for each character or something like that. So we have to start with the original, the OG Dick Grayson. Kind of went in size, I guess, or order of appearance. So first figure you see there is the DC Direct Dark Victory, the sequel to the Long Halloween figure. It's pretty short. Pretty much can only stand in that pose right there. But I'm a big fan of that story and love the Long Halloween and Dark Victory, so I had to have him. But probably wouldn't get that figure if I wanted a definitive Robin figure. Definitely great if you're collecting the set like I did from that story, but probably not the definitive. We've got the DC Direct First Appearance Robin. Really harkens back to that 1940s kind of serial Robin look that Dick had originally. You can tell he's a little bit younger there. Also a good figure, not too posable, not a lot of articulation, but definitely a great figure for if you're collecting kind of the older Batman. He goes on my 19 kind of my early bat shelf right there, so he goes great with that era Batman. Depends on if you're collecting classic or modern, but I don't know if I'd say he's the definitive Robin figure either. Might be one of these next two if you want the Robin and the pixie boots. This is from DC Direct. It's from a 2-pack. Kind of obviously kind of the 60s Burt Ward look. Got the nice pointy pixie boots. So a lot cleaner, a lot closer to what Burt Ward were. Kind of the classic original Robin suit we're all familiar with if you watch the 60s TV show. In fact, I think until I got the Burt Ward figure that you see back there, which is from the 60s TV line, I believe also from DC Collectibles, he could actually even stand in for him because it's such a similar likeness. But that comes in a 2-pack that they're probably running about $60, and that could definitely make for a nice definitive Robin. But this is going to be my winner for at least the original Dick Grayson look, which is the modern variant head of the DC Universe Classics line from Mattel. So I'm sorry, DC Direct. This is before Mattel. So this is a really perfect figure. Is kind of your classic 80s Titans Dick right there before he became Nightwing. Really recommend that one. That would be my kind of classic Robin, Dick Grayson at least. So I'd go with that one as the winner. Just a lot of memories of that face leading the Titans. So then we've got the first appearance Nightwing. This is a great, if you love the disco collar suit as it's called, really great figure. Really nice sculpt. Not a lot of articulation there either. I believe also this is DC Direct. Still a very cool figure. I wanted at least a figure for every suit Nightwing had worn. So as far as I know, this is the only figure of this original suit, at least kind of in the modern figure era. So then we've got the Nightfall Nightwing, which is from the Nightfall line. Obviously this was his next suit that he wore kind of in the late 80s, early 90s. Just a more techno kind of or technological version of the disco collar suit, but still a very great suit. We're gonna have a nice shot of my cat here who wants out. Go cat, go. Then we're gonna move into the DCUC Nightwing. The DCUC Nightwing, ladies and gentlemen. This is from the DC Universe Classics line. It's kind of that next like early 90s No Man's era through Hush look that he wore. I need to get the Hush blue Nightwing figure. It's a really nice figure that I'm probably kind of missing from that era. But I do at least have a figure for every suit he wore, but Sometimes it was drawn a little differently. Sometimes his hair was a little different in the comics. So this is a really great definitive Nightwing figure. Though I think my pick would be a little bit further down the line. Then we have the Mattel Dick Grayson Batman figure. It comes with an alternate head. I actually have a second figure for it. It's just not up here that has the Batman head on it. But that was from the amazing Grant Morrison run when Bruce Wayne had quote unquote died, and Dick became Batman, and Damian was Robin at the time. And so next we have the New 52. I'm sorry, this is the Red Capullo New 52 Nightwing. If you want a New 52 red version, there are several out. This is the best figure. I know some people, I hear a lot of varying opinions on the Capullo head sculpts. Some people like them, some people don't, but I would definitely say that to me, this is the definitive. It's really the only New 52 figure that gets the suit right. You can see the Mcfarlane repaint there. His New 52 suit didn't look like that. That's just a red repaint of his current suit in the current continuity. There's a lot of things wrong with it. The gauntlets, the symbol, all are not New 52. So same with this New 52 suit. It's a little bit better. This is from the actual New 52 line. I just don't really like that head sculpt as much. It's a little awkward, as you can see there. The suit is right, at least in terms of the symbol and the the collar and the boots and everything, but I would still say the Capullo figure nails it and nails his look from the Batman book. So that's my definitive New 52, and then this would be my definitive blue Nightwing from whatever era. This is the DC Essentials from DC Collectibles. So unfortunately they are kaput, but that's certainly my pick for your definitive Nightwing right there, and it should still be available at a retail price. So I would totally go for that one. Mcfarlane is also great. This is a fantastic figure. I just think the Essentials is the head sculpt on it is a little more Dick Grayson and just looks a little bit better. Both are great figures. The Mcfarlane is probably easier to find and cheaper. You still find that hanging on a shelf in a store. Probably not going to find this one hanging on a shelf in a store. Going to have to go online. Maybe wrong. Some comic book shops may have it, but you can probably find this guy at Target and Walmart. So, also a really great figure. While we're on the blue Nightwings, go back here. This is the Mattel Nightwing. Of those three that are kind of the modern blue suit, this is my least favorite. It's a good figure. It's not bad. I would just say that it's not as high quality as the Mcfarlane or as the DC Universe Classics. A couple of alternate Dick Grayson suits back here, or kind of alternate universes. Of course, we have Kingdom Come Red Robin that was actually Dick Grayson, and of course Tim assumed that mantle in the comics. Then we have Earth 2 Dick Grayson, where he, I guess, never became Nightwing and just wore I guess that's a grown-up version of that Robin suit. Then back here, of course, we got the animated from the New Adventures Nightwing right there. Probably really needs no. You really don't have a choice if you want an animated series. You need this Robin, which this isn't the cell shaded. This is the one that came with the Batmobile. I don't have the cell shaded, but a great figure. Obviously, with DC Collectibles being shut down, we're kind of out of luck right now. But and then we have Young Justice Robin, Dick Grayson from Young Justice. It's a good figure, but I'd only get that if you're a fan of the Young Justice line. And then Arkham City Nightwing from DC Collectibles. So it's going to be your Dick Graysons, guys. Moving on to Jason Todd's. Now, it's going to be a little bit of controversy. A lot of people don't consider this to be Jason Todd, which, really he should have the domino mask that doesn't wrap around, and it should be green. So really, it probably still is, kind of harkening back to that Dick Grayson from DC Universe Classics line. But he comes with the modern gear, and I just kind of they never really, if this isn't Jason Todd, they never made a real Jason Todd as Robin figure. So to me, that's Jason Todd. I use him as Jason Todd in my collection. So that's the only Jason Todd Robin I know of. His first Red Hood appearance from the Grant Morrison era in comics. This is from the Battle for the Cat line, from the Reborn line. This is a pretty rare figure right here. These things go for quite a bit now. I was lucky to get a good deal on this, but this is the Reborn Jason Todd Batman. It's a very epic figure. Then you've got 4 different really Red Hood, current modern Red Hood figures back here. You've got Mattel Multiverse. Now, this is the worst of the figures from the Red Hood perspective, but it's redeeming quality because you can even take the guns out of the holsters, and the sculpt is kind of rough. But its redeeming quality is this awesome Jason Todd head sculpt. It didn't come with these others are all, you all have to use the Red Hood mask, well, except for the animated one, but this head sculpt is great, man, and I've seen a lot of people take it and put it on this Essentials figure here, but it is nice to be able to, have him unmasked or unhooded holding the helmet there. Then you've got the DC Essentials Red Hood. This would be my definitive Red Hood figure, with Mcfarlane again in a very close second, because this is a great figure. I just think this is a little truer to his aesthetic when he wore the mantle. He has a new suit now that actually has a hood that goes over the helmet. I really wish, I was hoping the Mcfarlane figure would be that one, since we already have a great Essentials figure. That, these three right here are pretty much the same suit with a little bit of variation. So. And then we've got the from the Adventure Continues, the Red Hood. Also comes with a Jason Todd head. Obviously the animated suits or figures, kind of are to their own thing. You probably wouldn't want to mix comics and animation if you're making a definitive Batman shelf, but if you're making your definitive Batman shelf, I'd go with that Red Hood DC Essentials. So far we've got 2 Essentials on our definitive Robin shelves. Let me move to Tim Drake. You've got the original Tim suit from the Titans line. I love that suit when he got it. Inspired the look of Dick Grayson from the animated series over there. Then he moved into this suit, which was personally one of my. I think this was my favorite Tim Robin suit. Or Robin suit period was the all red and black. That's also from DC Universe Classics line. They did make a repaint of this suit that was supposed to be that suit, but it got quite a few things wrong. The belt was wrong, the symbol was wrong. So I think this is your definitive Tim Drake original suit right there. And then, basically all these figures to me are the definitive Tim, and each of the suits he wore. Each kind of would have to pick which one you prefer the most. This is actually pretty recent purchase, the DCUC Red Robin, which is just amazing. This, if I had to pick Tim to assume a mantle again, it would be this one, the full cowled Red Robin inspired by Dick's Kingdom Come look. Got the animated series Tim Drake right there, and then the Mattel, one of the best figures from the Mattel Multiverse line, which was Tim as Red Robin. Really great figure there. And then got Arkham City Robin from DC Collectibles, Arkham Knight Robin from DC Collectibles, excuse the bad focus, and then Red Robin from the New 52 Teen Titans line. I really hated that suit in the comics. It was just kind of too much, but as a figure, it's pretty decent. I think I also gave him that staff from another figure. I don't think he came with that, if I remember correctly, and I just never really liked the wings there. I always really preferred the cowled Red Robin. These 3 suits were always my favorite look for Tim, but I thought the Red Robin suit was a good compromise. And so, moving on to Damian. So I think I have every single Damian figure that's been put out at this point. This is from the Son of Batman line. It's the only unmasked Damian. Not a great figure. Not a lot of articulation. Pretty rubbery. This is from the Batman Inc. line, and this is from the DC Universe line, which was a little bit later. Both are kind of similar. Don't have the knee pads, don't have much detail on the torso. This one has a little bit better articulation to this from the Universe line than the Son of Batman line. The Son of Batman line did come with a sword, that figure. But really, head sculpts on either isn't great. And so then we get to what I'd say were the 3 better ones from the comics. This is the Mattel Multiverse. He was hooded, so decent figure. The knee pads are always falling off that one. They're removable, so probably wouldn't say that's my definitive Damian. Certainly at this point, the definitive Damian would be one of these 2, depending on what scale you collect. But I'm going to have to give it to Mcfarlane, man. The Mcfarlane Damian is just far and away the best Damian figure that's been released. That would easily be my definitive Damian if I was making a single bat shelf. The detail is flawless. The only problem is the yellow cape. The face finally nails Damian's appearance. It's got his kind of trademark scowl. I did actually swap his sword with Deathstroke's sword, which you can see right there. Deathstroke is now holding Damian's sword because it was so long and oversized, and I'm used to Damian having a katana, so I thought that was a little bit better. But the icons, Damian is a great close second. It's just so small. I mean, it's a great figure. It's very well detailed. It nails the suit, but it's just so small. It doesn't scale well with really anything other than other icons. Where the Mcfarlane, you may could say, is a little big, but it scales well with other Mcfarlane figures, and really looks great on my shelf. Then we have the Damien from the Son of Batman, the DCAU line. Also a pretty decent figure. Actually, probably one of the more accurate looks for Damien there. And then finally, Damien from the Ninja Turtles line. Picked him up loose at a store in Portland, Oregon, just to have every Damien. He actually came with some cool grappling hook accessories. And then last but not least, just a couple of Carrie Kelleys. I know that there's one more that's in the Dark Knight Returns line I don't have. This first one here is from the animated series line from The Adventure Continues, where it's from that episode where they tell the stories about Batman. And this is just the Mattel Multiverse Dark Knight Returns Carrie Kelley. So I know I kind of went fast. I just wanted to make sure I don't make these videos too long, but hopefully they're informative. Hopefully you get a good idea of all the different figures that are out there for Robins. And, again, New 52 Nightwing, I'd go with Capullo. Normal Nightwing, I'd go with Essentials. Essentials, Red Hood. But pick up Mcfarlane if Essentials is too expensive. Definitely original Tim Drake. DCUC Red Robin, Mcfarlane Damian, and any Carrie Kelley will do. You guys take it easy. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching.